Now we want to make our glass look more realistic. To do that, we are going to use the pen tool to draw a shape or an arc around the shape or the chart box. Then we are going to pick a light color like white. Then we apply a layer mask. Hello and welcome back to Orange Studios. Let's get into today's business. So to start with, we will going to create a new solid layer. So let's click on this icon right here and select solid color. Now you can pick the color codes according to this if you want to use this same shade of green. Let's drop in an image straight to fit the canvas space, and then we would convert it and then would apply a filter, a Gaussian blur filter to this layer. But first we'll change the blend mode from normal to soft light. Several options would work, but soft light works in this case. Now let's apply the Gaussian blur. Now we are going to drop some vector images into the background. We are going to do that by dropping this vector balloon into the background. Then we'll apply some Gaussian blurs to this vector as well. So watch along and follow as we do. Next, we are going to select this image from the background. We've already done apply some effect, but we are going to start all over again. So let's make sure we've selected the layer. All right, so let's select the layer and then move over to select subject. Then the software would select the image out of the background. To do a pretty good job because of the kind of image and the background it's in. All right, so let's move over to edit. Select copy, go back to edit, and then let's select paste. All right, so we have our image pasted. Right, that's it, cut out of the background. So what we are going to do next is to use the quick selection tool to sample or make a selection of the suit, and then we would use hue and saturation to change the color of the suit to green. Now you would notice that some selections were done but not too clean. So we are going to use the kill button on the keyboard and then activate the brush tool to paint over the areas we want to have selection and avoid the areas we don't want to have selection. So where there is red, it means there's no selection or we are avoiding selection in that area. So we are going to do that to all the areas we want to avoid, particularly the skin, because we don't want to have the hue saturation effect applied on the skin. We just need it on the suit. Alright, so with the selection done, what we are going to do is to click on this very little icon down here and select hue and saturation. That would be applied on the areas we selected. Click on this icon and then sample the jacket. You realize that the masters was changed to blue, so it means we are applying the effect on where there is blue on the jacket. So we are tilting it, we are adjusting the hues and saturation to get a green jacket. And that's how you change the color of a suit or any dress. Let's put it in a group and convert to a smart object so we can lift it and drop in our background. Alright, right here we are going to try and apply some few effects that would match or blend the image into the background. It's too bright and we want to do some adjustment, add some warmth to it. So to do that, we are using the color balance. Then we are trying to balance the temperature or the warmthness of the image to match that of the background. So let's pay attention to this and follow along. make sure all the effect is clipped masked to the image, else it will be applied to all other things like the background, which we don't want to do in this case. We want to now drop some light flare onto the ring so it looks kind of glamorous. Let's change the blend mode from normal to screen, and then we'll apply some Gaussian blur to the light flare so it doesn't look too sharp. Now we want to apply some light flares to the picture or on the picture, so we are going to select this warm color. We change the blend mode for this new layer we just created to screen, and then we apply the light flares on the image. Now let's add our text, our happy birthday text. We will use a font that would look a little good, like the autograph personal use font or autograph font, and then we would add the text as we roll on. Alright, so with this done, we are now going to try to create the glass effect. Alright, so we are going to create a glass effect by creating a rectangle shape, and then we'll add an extra shape so that it looks like a chat button, or yes, a chat button. Then we'll apply some layer effects that will make it look glassy. So pay a critical attention. You can pause and go back if you didn't get something right. Convert to a smart object. Simple. Double click on the side. Alright, so we are going to create a shape behind the head. We want to create some loud effects of a color to match the color of the tie. Alright, so I've already created some layer styles which I'm going to paste. Alright, just to hasten up time, but I'll go through the settings of the effect applied: outer glow, gradient overlay, and stroke. So let's take a look at the colors and the shades we used for the gradient, and you can apply same effect. But I'm going to drop an image and then apply a blend mode that would make it look good, just to add a texture to the shape we just created. All right, so we are going to clip mask it to the shape and then apply the blend mode. Alright, so with this done, what we are going to do is to now save the project without the shape or the shape we just created, and then drop it in Photoshop. Then we are going to apply Gaussian blur to the save project, which is a new JPEG file we dropped in Photoshop. Then we'll clip mask it to the shape, and then it would give us the glass effect we are looking for. Alright, so now we want to make sure we move out to filter, hit blur, Gaussian blur, and apply the blur effect according to the radius that works with the image you are working with. Alright, with that done, you want to now make sure that the JPEG image we dropped in Photoshop, which we have clip marks to the text shape or yes, the chart shape, is locked, so that when we move the shape around, it gives us the effect of a glass moving around the main image. So it doesn't move with the shape, but it stays in place and the shape alone can move. It gives you this blurry look and of a glass moving around an image. So that's how you go about working the glass effect. Now we want to make our glass look more realistic. To do that, we are going to use the pen tool to draw a shape or an arc around the shape or the chart box. Then we are going to pick a light color like white. Then we apply a layer mask. Then we use the brush tool to fade away the edges, so it looks more like a reflection of the glass on the glass. I don't know if you get it, but I hope you do. Okay, so there we go. This brings us to the end of today's tutorial. I hope it was very helpful. If it was, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed to this channel. And if you have any question, kindly leave that in the comment section and I'll respond.